Okay, hello again, everybody. I've got another unboxing for you. We've got a real mystery here this time. I was not expecting anything, so I don't know what this is, but I've got my laptop close by, so we'll find out together if I need to pull up any information about what this might be. So let's take a look here. Nice little nondescript box. What does it say here? Oh, great. Okay. The Elves of Inneath. All right, so this is a great one. I have been waiting for this for quite a while. Let me just pull up some information here so we can all be on the same page. All right, so this was a miniatures Kickstarter for some, of course, Elven minis. And I really like the looks of these sculpts. I do not have a 3D printer, so as much as I love miniatures, a lot of the Kickstarters I've got to pass on because it turns out all of them are just sending out STLs. I think that's what they're called, the files to print the miniatures on a 3D printer. And if I had a 3D printer, let's face it, I would blow a whole lot of money on those subscription services from a variety of designers and design companies. But anyway, so the Elves of Inneath, they wanted 9,000 euros and they got 85,000 euros, and only out of 899 backers. I backed at the mighty mega box level, which was 165 euros. And that got me everything and all the stretch goals for this. So I'm excited. Let's take a look at what they got. This came kind of late because they had, well, of course, all the production issues that everybody's having right now. But also when they got the miniatures, there were some issues with with a couple of the sculpts. They didn't receive all the parts. They received double parts when they should have gotten, so they missed out on some of them. All right. Thank you for being awesome and having great taste. Nice little, it's like card holder or something you'd get a thing in. Oh, little bonus dude. Where's the camera? There it is. Little bonus dude there. Check that out. They're all resin casts. They're high detailed, but that also means that I'm going to have to like soak them and give them a light scrub with a toothbrush and some dish soap to make sure that any mold release is off of them. A little bit of prep time issue, but other than that, they've got a very kind of, I don't know, somewhere between a bit of a South and Central American feel, especially to the weapons, but that they carry, but to the clothing style and stuff is very Southeast Asian to me. Neat little reflective sticker. I don't know what that sticker's for. Maybe that's like the company logo or something. Nice little card holder. If you're reading this little card, it means that your reward has been successfully delivered. Despite sending the box to a certain address, it seems to be the easiest task in the world nowadays. I can't help but think about the miracle involved in this simple quest. Anyway, nice little card. We have a PDF, DPF family. Can't wait to start a new journey with you. They've done several Kickstarters before, and you could get some of those other ones whenever you got this one. Humans, and they've did some dwarves as well. So. And there are a lot of miniatures here. Like this one was like a elf flyer. Look at all those parts though. This is gonna be almost a model kit to put together. Not that I mind too much. Can you guys see that body there? I kind of like the challenge and enjoy the process of putting models together. Yeah, so that's one of the ways you get all that detail in these things, is with doing a lot of the parts separate. But I'm sure a lot of you out there know that. See, check this dude out. I like that. Big scarf around his face. Check out the design work there on the bottom of the pants. Like, obviously kind of like lizard leather there, and a little bitty dinosaur pet or familiar going on. Hey Looms, say hi to everybody. Hello everybody. So this is Lumos. Say hi. She's a bit of a wiggle butt. She likes to come and investigate when I'm doing these. Let's take a look at this. There's quite a few minis. I actually kind of lost count with how many there were going to be. Look at that. That is cool. Oh, there you go. Head's upside down. Look at that detail. It's wild. And there's a big old troll in this set. Look at the size of those hands. Again, all that detail on like just the wrist guards there. And a big hand with this club made from a spinal column of something. Whew. I love the smell of resin in the morning, and this is definitely, there's a lot of resin here, so there's a lot to smell. Like this one here is pretty cool because a lot of these are also I mean, you could use them for miniatures in games, but some of them come with like bases. Like this dude here comes with a rock that he stands on. With that, I think you guys are missing out on the detail here. Look at that little dude with the scroll in his mouth. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, check out that face there. Hands. Oh, look at this. There's such fine detail. I mean, they're supposed to be elves, so that was one of the things I liked, is that they definitely lean down into that aesthetic. So they're all delicate and you know, they have a very cohesive aesthetic, which I enjoy. Look at that. I like that. She's holding a lantern, standing on one foot on a little, probably I don't remember what this one was supposed to be standing on. I think there's one of these things is like a log or something. But I mean, I right off the bat, I want to make a little diorama or a even just a single base with her on, with like a water effect underneath, like she's standing on a little stump by 1 foot holding up this lantern cloak. Again, all of it's like, it's obviously kind of a jungle theme, which I like. It's not your standard like high elves, Tolkien elves, D&D style elves that I really enjoy. See, she's got like a bow in her other hand. See, there's her other leg. And I enjoy that. I like that. I mean, I like to see some originality out there. I mean, I'm a huge classic fan, but I like to see something different every now and then. I like people pushing the envelope, giving us some new ideas, some new stuff out there. I mean, this is just a jumble of parts. That is so many little bitty fiddly parts. Look at that. See, there's a hand and the body over here. Is the head even attached? I can't tell. Yeah, look at that. Check that out. Look at all that. Look at that. Little bits of detail everywhere. Gonna have to be real careful, and definitely with the mask with the smoke coming out of it. That is so slick. And again, this dude here with the big ass, like, is that supposed to be a bell or just a little statue bottom? And see, this is what I was meant by looking at you get kind of a Central American, Mayan, Aztec feel. Look at that. You can just imagine those being obsidian chips in the blade, or in across it, making up the blade. But with the pants style and all of the little detailings, giving much more of, like I said, a Southeast Asian feel, at least to me. But I'm no anthropologist, so don't quote me on that. See, and here's this giant troll. See if we can find his face here. It doesn't look like, is it attached? It doesn't look like it's attached. Maybe it's in this here. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Look at that, that nose and like a mustache going down, but still the fangs and stuff. You know what this is by sight, I mean, they're pushing the envelope, but everything is still very recognizable. And he's squatting down, which I think is a nice position. Nice kind of pose to be in for him. Oh, and here's an alternate head for him. And with those itty bitty eyes up top. I mean, and another little lizard dude. This is obviously supposed to be kind of a jungle setting, or swamp, jungle, whatever, that they're in bases with all sorts of stuff already on them to kind of, so you don't really have to worry about basing. You just kind of put them on and go. And a nest of eggs and a little one coming out of an egg, it looks like. See, there's the body, and there's the head, and there's the back of the egg with the tail coming out and the feet coming out there. Adorable. See, a little nest with 3. I mean, all sorts of little greeblies. A chest with way too much detail. I love it. Look at that. All that unnecessary detail. Going to be fun to paint. Give it some depth and a lot of character for an environment. Each little miniature, even these little greeblies, tell a bit of a story, which I love. And here we go. Look, that's an owl on a stump. And I think that's another owl. Yeah, there it is. And which would sit on these legs on like this little bitty branch here. You could attach him like that onto the back of one of the trolls, or the troll or something. And again, look at that base, the detail in the base, that face. So much character. So much to work with. I mean, it's like a gift, especially when you've got so many parts and stuff. I do like the parts to an extent, because it means that I've got not only options, but it helps if you want to change the pose some. Look at that nice dynamic leg pose, moving forward. Oh, and I'm a sucker for the big conical hat like that. Look at that guy right there. Again with an archer with the bow. So slick, so cool. Here's a rider. You can see, look at that nice, big, wide, not just a lot of animals, a lot of mounts. They've got no expression. They've got no, like, they might put their legs in kind of an action pose, but then the face is totally disjointed. The head, because I mean, the head isn't doing anything. Look at that. Look at that headpiece. The skull. And again, the detail for the face. And all of the stuff. Again, I say jungle or swamp themed. It's obvious wherever these elves are from is hot, because, they're either covered up in stuff that's obviously like ponchos and stuff to keep off the rain, or they're like bare-chested, but in a way that's believable, not just kind of titillating. But anyway, back to what I was saying is the heads look uncanny valley, because the armor and the barding and the position of the gate of the thing, but they're their faces are placid. It's not, you know, you never see any exertion in them. It's like they do all this other stuff and they phone it in when they come to the head. Oh, and I like this guy a lot. I'm a big monk fan, so like I love this guy. I think this guy was the one that sold it for me for playing like an elven monk or something, or maybe a tiefling, because he's got little horns there, you can see. He's got the pants and, you know, the little wraps for his feet, and then a big old, I think that's just a staff. Well, maybe a spear. Look at that, spear tip for him. So that's great. That's great. I like that. See, and then still all the little bits to add on for more detail here and there, wherever you want it. So anyway, there are a lot of these guys. I mean, this wasn't a huge Kickstarter. It's not like I got 200 miniatures or something. Just you guys wait. I backed the Darkest Dungeon board game to make sure that I got all of the expansions. And those people went crazy. See, look at that. All of the cloaks and stuff, there's very little cloth. It's all leather and scaled and stuff. So it's easy to see where they get their stuff. And look at it. This is obviously a sorcerer or something, because there's this big, like, wind thing that's part of it. By the way, make a comment. Let me know if you want me to revisit, if you want me to put some of these together and then revisit and show them to you before I paint them. Yeah. Give me some feedback of what you guys want. But anyway, back to the Darkest Dungeon. I backed it at the level to make sure that I got all the expansions with it all at once, because I love that game on Steam and the video game, and I was always been a huge fan of Hero Quest and stuff like that. The old original D&D board game. Look at that again. Look at that dynamic pose there, like she's backing up. And the face and all of that hair. Look at the movement in that hair. It's going to be so much fun to paint. And these pots hang from either end of the staff she's got. And she's like on this here, on this, like, that would sit like that, and then she would attach to it. So she's like backing up, or perhaps quickly coming down, depending on how you want to look at it, this branch or whatever. So yeah. But anyway, I backed it at such a level, but they went crazy with those as they made more and more. The Kickstarter got bigger and bigger. And so now I've got like all of the expansions, and they doubled the number of miniatures in the expansions. Look at these little guys. They're like little radish people, little beet critters. Oh yeah, another one I'm really looking forward to. Now, this is the first like cat thing too. Look at that, it's a big lion, big cat mane cloak that's wearing. A female, I think. I think those are supposed to be breasts there, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to wait until we put it together to find out. I mean, look at all that detail. This is awesome. I'm so excited for these. So excited. These are ones that Miniac would probably get a kick out of, because he's always talking about wanting to see, he loves elves and wood elves, and he wants to see more variety and different ones. Although these are very anime in kind of styling, I guess. At least to me. And he likes the dark, the grimdark. Look at that little happy stegosaurus looking stegosaurus? Yeah, I think that's a stegosaurus. I don't know. Anyway, somebody tell me. The ones with all the fins down the back. Dude, little pet. I like all the little pets that come with it. There you go. Look at this, just very elegant. That'll be fun. Imagine putting some nice freehand across this. Again, this is some of the first cloth we've seen. Another archer. Hit the camera there, sorry about that. Kind of afraid to open these up to show you more right now, because I'm afraid I'll lose the parts. But I might be able to, I might try it in a minute. I don't know. Anyway, look at this. More greeblies, more little stumps and things to go. This looks like a totem pole. You could stack it up to make a totem pole out of it, maybe. Yeah, I think so, because they've got kind of a rounded hollow point part underneath and then a mounded part so that they would fit together. Yeah, line up properly. A totem pole, that's kind of cool. A corgi. Just a random corgi. But hey, why not? I like the floppy ear. Again, give me some character in the face. Don't just make them sitting there, you know. Look, his tongue's out, his mouth's open, he looks happy. You've got a personality. You've got something to work with here, a story already. You don't, so that it makes it a lot easier. A base, one of the bases, or is that just a big footprint? I think that's just a big footprint. Or maybe a base to put, you know, that is a footprint, and a demon gourd, or a carved one. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it's supposed to be the head of something. Looks more like this is just, again, something to put on the base or around it to give it more character. More bases. Look at that. See, vines everywhere. Big leaf plants. This all screams jungle or swamp, which I love. I mean, come on, let's, you know, if you're gonna do something like this, this is what gets me to buy. Show me some character. Show me some value, not just, I mean, because if all I need is an elf, I can get that anywhere, you know. But oh, look at this, like a bard. He's got the thing again. See, well, while a lot of this stuff screams or sound like Central America to me, then you've got stuff like this that screams like Southeast Asia or something to me, which I love because it doesn't break up the aesthetic. I'm not like thrown off by it because the way they've done it has married it all together well. More greeblies, more cool little stuff to put on there. Is that a little dude reaching for something? Hard to tell. Yeah, look, see, there's one there. These remind me of the little sprites around the big tree from Princess Mononoke. Look at that, that's cool. That's cool. All right, we're almost to the end here. See, there's another one. And the little mushroom guy, or another one of those little, I can't remember what they're called. Well, see, and an owl kind of in flight there, or coming in for a landing, or about to take off. Like that, very cool. All right, so there's all that. Oh, what's this? Elves of Inneath, a creature and creatures that fumble in the dark, volume 3. What do we got? I was expecting the miniatures, but this is unexpected. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh. Elves of Inneath and creatures that fumble in the dark. A useful guide, and a useful guide to avoid them. Elves of Inneath. Oh, look at that. It's like a little novella. It's like, look at that. Out of world, kind of telling you about the world. Fairy islands. See, there's the totem. That's the totem we had with, okay, it's got a brazier at like the top. Check that out. I like that. That dude, so it's kind of like the dude that we saw with the thing across his back. I like how, at least in my mind, we've got these kind of anime looking miniatures with the big eyes and the overlarge ears and the very delicate, you know, limbs and whatnot. But then the art style in here is very different, which kind of makes me wonder, is this novella, whatever, told from an outsider's viewpoint? You know, is this the Explorer Diary? There's that troll. They're those little dudes. Kind of a sacrificial, like, anvil. Anyway, that's cool. That was a good surprise. I'm looking forward to this. This will give me kind of some backstory on these guys to paint them up. That is awesome. All right, so there you have it. The Elves of Inneath Kickstarter I backed from quite a while ago. What is this? What is this? It's sitting in the bottom here. Like a coin? A base? See, it's like a face. I don't know. Little surprise at the bottom. It's kind of cool. There you go. Eco pack helped. There you go. I like that. I like that. Makes me not feel so bad. I also like the reasonable amount of packing material in there. All right, this is going to be so much fun. Look at all these miniatures, guys. Look at this. That is crazy. That is crazy. And all the greeblies. I mean, because you keep all of these so that you can throw them on other stuff, and put them in there for dioramas or adding, if you're doing something like for competition rather than for yourself or just for a game, or for display. You can really throw in some interest with all of this extra bits here. But yeah, so there it is, the Elves of Inneath. I'm so looking forward to this. This is going to be great. Thank you. And I will see you guys. Oh yeah, by the way, like I said, comment down below if you want to see if you want me to, whenever I put some of these together, you want me to come back and do a little video to show you what they all look like put together. Or maybe even a little video of me putting them together. And then after that, if you're still interested, let me know if you want to see how well I can paint them. I'm kind of an intermediate painter, maybe a little bit intermediate to intermediate advanced. But so I don't know how great the paint jobs will be, but I'll do it justice. But anyway, if anybody's interested to see how any of that turns out, let me know. Let me know. All right, take it easy. I'll see you guys around the internet.